got this child, when he got his girlfriend pregnant at the time, he saw that his life was over. He's gonna be, raising the kid, all those responsibilities and having to work, and he thought his life was over. But he turned around and looked at the face of the child and start to become grateful, as in, like, even though there's a negative side, there's also a positive side towards any situation. And and he turned around and said, gave several other examples. If, for example, like some sort of regulation change, so that every contract need to be approved by the government and get a signature. And a lot of lending companies was like giving up on the deal and sort of thinking that, oh, it's the government's making things very difficult for the private companies to do deals. And a lot of people would have complain and sit passively and blame the government why they are not successful because of the regulation. He's sort of the way of like just getting people, just hiring someone full time and going to the government buildings every single day, lunchtime, to get them to sign the deal. So all he need was someone to hire someone who's, doesn't need to be very expensive, just need to like get into the buildings and get the government to get the government agents to sign the contract every single day and at lunchtime. And he just need to do this one simple action. And because of that, he do a lot of deals that other people are not doing. So yeah, and also he gave an example of during the financial crisis, a lot of people were laid off, and he was able to recruit all these really top people who are laid off, to work for his company. So he got like input of all the smart, capable people who are looking for jobs, and he was hiring, and so that he got those all these talents, in the best time possible. And after the financial crisis, he was like, his business just took off to another level. So, like he was just talking about turning the negative into the positive. Like, there's always an opportunity in all the so-called bad situations, like so. And also um he was saying that like in the show, he collects maybe 10 different people, 10 different business people, and to help him to build this company. Some are in marketing and some are in different areas of businesses, and he just put people together. And in the show, he had everybody working super hard for him, and putting the work and putting the hours in, and some of them so like work overnight and gave our family holidays for no pay at all. And yeah, so he was asked how was he able to do that? Like, how was he able to, with no pay to those people, how was he able to get them to work so hard? And his answer was that, you want to treat others well, like heaps of kindness. And also he would treat other people with a lot of kindness, and also believe in them, and believing the best of them. Because if you believe them, like believe in the best of them and their potential, they will give you 110% of what they can achieve. So I think that's another thing, is that you just, you want to treat other people well, and you want to make sure that you trust them and really trust their abilities to achieve goals. And it wasn't in this interview, but from that show as well, is that it was very obvious to me that um, he was talking about building a business that's gonna help the city, and help the cities, all the breweries, to sell their beer in that restaurant, in the business that he built, which was a barbecue restaurant. And it was very obvious to me that he was just, appearing to a higher purpose, as in, this is going to help the city, this is going to help the job opportunity, this is going to help the local beers to be sold nationwide, and that everybody's, is going to benefit from this. It's going to help the city a lot, with the tourism, perhaps, and that kind of higher purpose in terms of, having a business. And it was very obvious to me that he was, like appearing to the high purpose, because that's what everybody want in that city, was, having a higher calling, almost. And so these are the things I conclude from that interview. And I feel like those thinking are super useful, are just so amazingly useful. Like, when you think about it, a lot of people say, for example, they want to lose weight, or they want to learn a new skill. um, they will probably have the idea in their head, and then go around and just, forget it, because they would think, forget it. I'm so old already. How can I lose weight? How can I, be fit again? And, they just kill the idea, like, as soon as they hit them. And like, that's the energy you wasted by not trying, because we are all limited in terms of our time. The more time we spend on, you know, thinking it's impossible, the less time we have to actually do anything about that. In, you know, so I think his idea of, like, just believing that you can, is that it's gonna help you every single day to achieve your goal. And also, to see the positive in a negative situation is just one of the strongest thing. I mean, it sounds very, very simple, but it's super hard to do, because we all have blind spots, and we all have people around us always, like, if they're not doing anything, they will spread that negative energy all around. And, because the positive people don't have time to sit around and talk, and and they will be trying to achieve their goals. And it's only the negative people sit around and just spread that negativities and hopelessness. And long term wise, when you're exposed to that, then you think it's impossible as well. So I feel like, this kind of videos and interviews are just super useful in terms of, encouraging um, us to achieve our goals. And you know um, I personally find it super helpful to, like, just encourage myself that, like, anything is possible. And that's what Glenn said, like, a lot as well, is that, if I can do it, if someone like in my background could do it, then anyone can do it. And I think that a lot of people would say, oh, well, look, this camera, and there's, like, probably it's scripted because it's a television, and, so on and so forth. It's probably they're giving a lot of shortcuts and so on, like that. But in his real life, no one's giving him any shortcut, when he's, like, just a poor kid from a bad neighborhood, is not particularly bright, didn't get a scholarship of any kind, and had a child to support. So he probably working like crazy as well, and become kind of a joke of the city, and probably no one wants to do business with him, like because people don't really think that he's particularly responsible. And even in that situation, he can make it. I personally think that his real life, you know, situation is seem to be even so much harder than in this show. I mean, in this show, at least he got like, um, in this show, he at least have a decent kind of look, and etc. But in his real life, he didn't have any of that kind of like experience per se, and he never opened up a company before. He never managed anyone before, and he had to start from that to a multi-billion-dollar business. It's crazy. And so I just think that there's so much we can learn from people like him, and just even a little bit to apply to our lives. And yeah, so I hope this video encourages you to to believe in yourself, and also to look at things positively, and to achieve your goal, whatever that is. Yeah, thank you.